So I used to go to sleepaway camp, and they had a parents visiting day at sleepaway camp. One year out of the years that I went to sleepaway camp, for whatever reason, I don't know, my mother decides she's going to come and visit me. Now, my mother was the kind of mother who never showed up in the classroom unless she absolutely had to, which basically boiled down to a grade 5 graduation, a touring of a boarding school that was like posh, so she wanted to look good. And that was about it. She didn't know my teacher. She didn't know my counselor. She didn't know anything, nobody, the whole 9 yards, right? And I wanted her to show up. Like, on one level, I wanted to be like everybody else. And I didn't understand why my mother didn't show up at those things. But on the other hand, I was like, she didn't show up. I'm not going to get picked on for some imaginary thing that I did that I'm sure I must have done. That whole thing. Anyway, she comes to summer camp. And of course, she's wonderful to all the other kids. And I have a cousin at summer camp, and he's like her favorite, you know, the whole 9 yards. And I watch how she can love all these other children. And I'm trying to understand, is there something I can do just like them, to be like them, so that she will treat me that way? Because of course, I believed it was my fault, right? I was bad. There was something wrong with me. A little girl walks by. And this little girl is very clearly underweight. And she looks at me, points out the little girl, and she's like, I would die if you had a body like that. I was 10.